Thanks for joining us. I'm Brad Clonch.
And I'm Quin Tran.
He's a contemporary Chickasaw artist with a unique perspective.
Brent Greenwood uses vivid colors to express the beauty of his native heritage.
His artwork is shown in galleries, and they've been honored locally and internationally.
One of his pieces is now hanging at a college campus that helped develop his artistic skills.
There's just something about the whole process of painting that just makes it a unique experience that I really do enjoy.
He's not afraid of making a mess. What Brent Greenwood creates on canvas transforms into a work of art.
That was kind of the blueprint, so to speak, just my rough sketch, and so.
This rough sketch came alive 2 months later, painted on a 7 by 5 foot canvas.
The title is Alikchi. It's about the healing power of the human.
Oklahoma City University's president, Robert Henry, commissioned the painting which illustrates Chickasaw healing traditions. The piece hangs on the 3rd floor of the university's School of Nursing.
President Henry wanted a female figure for this piece. I started thinking about our grandmas and my wife's grandmother and just people in the tribe that had been healers.
People like Chickasaw elder Bicey Walker. Greenwood envisioned her to help depict the native healer in the painting.
She was going to be the most important figure of the piece because of the importance of the piece and what it all stood for. So I wanted to make sure there was a lot of focus on her. So I always focus a lot of my composition heavily to the left, just kind of showing of what's about to take place, you know. So I had a boy that was sick, you know, and I had his mother behind him kind of for comfort. She was kind of just, you know, got coating on his back or whatever, rubbing his back. My mom does that to me when I'm not feeling good or she thinks I'm sick. She'll rub my back and, "Hey, you okay, son?" and all this. So, you know, that's what's great about being an artist, is that you can directly tie in your experiences into what you're doing. And a lot of time, people relate to that because they have those same experiences. You know, I guess it's just all a part of being a mother and a mother's love for her son and trying to do what's best for him. And then so the grandmother, the healer, the native doctor was called in, and she came and doctored him.
Greenwood spent time researching the natural herbs, plants, and flowers that healers use. He included them in the painting and brings them all to life through color.
To me, color just shows the vibrancy of especially who I am and our people. This piece had more details and a lot more feeling went into this piece.
Greenwood feels a deep connection to this piece. It was commissioned by his alma mater. He earned his Bachelor's of Fine Arts at Oklahoma City University.
Those hairs that are in the roach are real fine.
When he isn't creating art, he's teaching and mentoring young artists.
Being an artist is a gift from God. And the less we artists try to control everything, the better off we'll be. So just let it flow. And that's what I try to do. I just try to let it flow and see where it takes me. To me, I don't know how to explain that, but there's this connection that's made through subject matter, through color, and it's just, I think it's like magic. It's a magical moment, really. It's just that whole process of it all that allows me to feel alive.
It's fun to watch Brent sketch and then add color to his work. This was the first year for Brent Greenwood to be an instructor at the Chickasaw Summer Arts Academy. He hopes to continue helping Native students find that passion in art.
Well, this next artist is also an inspiration to others. She's receiving recognition for her work featured in a children's book. The Oklahoma chapter of the International Society for Key Women Educators, Delta Kappa Gamma, named Jeannie Barbour Illustrator of 2013. The organization cited her artwork in Chikasha Stories, saying her creativity encourages, inspires, and reaches children. In Chikasha Stories, animals share the Chickasaw tales that have been passed down over generations.
These are our ancestors' words, speaking to us down through the centuries. Speaking to us, what their thoughts were, what they thought was important, during their time period.
The Chickasaw artist also illustrated the second book in the series, and the illustrations for the third installment have been completed. We hope to feature that publication in an upcoming episode of CNTV. You can find the work of talented artists on display at the Southeastern Art Show and Market.
The event is held annually during the Chickasaw Nation's annual meeting and festival. During the festival, see the work of artists on display on the historic Chickasaw Capitol grounds in Tishomingo, Oklahoma. Adults and youth from any Southeastern and Woodland tribe are encouraged to enter the competition in the two-dimensional or three-dimensional categories. The application deadline is coming up. The deadline is Friday, September 13th. Visit www.chickasaw.net or call the number on your screen for more information, the entry rules, and application forms. The annual meeting and festival runs this year from September 28th through October 5th. This year's theme is Coming Home, Sharing Our Stories. Mark your calendar for the week-long events. Join Governor Bill Anatubby on Saturday, October 5th. Governor Anatubby will deliver the State of the Nation address. And there are several activities planned for the week. Get the latest schedule and event locations at www.chickasaw.net/annual meeting.
During the Labor Day holiday, take a trip back in time at the Chickasaw Cultural Center in Sulphur, Oklahoma. The traditional living village allows visitors to see how life was like in the 1700s. There are several hands-on activities. Explore the gardens nearby, see Chickasaws at work, sharing their native beadwork and other talents, and take part in a Chickasaw stomp dance.
Our history and culture is very much alive each and every day, and now they can be a part of it.
Also at the Chickasaw Cultural Center, this special display tells the story of Chickasaw regalia that spans from the 1600s to present day. Prior to European contact, Chickasaws made their clothing from what they gathered from nature. Clothing was made from animal skins such as deer. After they began trading with Europeans, fabrics were introduced. The Chickasaw ribbon dress is modeled after European and settlers' prairie dresses, popular across the plains in the 19th century. See and learn more about the Chickasaw regalia by visiting the Chickasaw Cultural Center in Sulphur. Plan your visit by going to www.chickasawculturalcenter.com.
One of the most anticipated events during the Chickasaw Nation's annual meeting and festival is the Princess Pageant.
Young ladies vie for the honor of serving as ambassadors of the Chickasaw Nation.
For a young Chickasaw, she's had the honor of doing that twice in her lifetime, first as Little Miss Chickasaw and now as Junior Miss Chickasaw. She's active, athletic, and always ready for a challenge.
My favorite camp would be tennis camp because it's just so fun and to run and everything.
Chelsea Wedlow is just learning to serve on a tennis court, but she's very familiar with serving on this royalty court.
My year as a Chickasaw princess has been very special to me because, you can never live this again and I love it so much.
The high school freshman loves serving as Junior Miss Chickasaw. As part of her duties, she represents the Chickasaw Nation at events. She and the other Chickasaw princesses also learn about servant leadership and the importance of community service. On this day, they help the food bank prepare donations for those in need.
You gotta be more mature and everything, and that you just gotta be there, and it's just good to represent your tribe. And plus it's really fun.
Chelsea knows anyone at any age can be a role model. When she was 9, she served as Little Miss Chickasaw. At age 13, she was crowned Junior Miss Chickasaw. The experience has been a great honor, an experience that connects her even deeper to her tribe.
I encourage every girl to go and try out, and that it's just amazing and that they won't regret it. You get to be closer to your heritage. Learning your heritage and where you came from and how we got here through the Trail of Tears, and just learning your language. And that way, if we get the youth to learn the language, and that way we can still keep it going for years and years to come, and that we're not going to fade away.
By serving as a Chickasaw princess, she helps tell her tribe's story. She, along with the other Chickasaw princesses, will be part of the annual meeting festivities, welcoming citizens coming home to participate in the events.
Chelsea talked about the importance of language, and she says her role model is her mother, Rachel Wedlow, a Chickasaw language outreach coordinator.
Her mother's work has really inspired her.
The Chickasaw Princess Pageant is set for Monday, September 30th. Contestant applications and other information can be found at www.chickasaw.net.
In the next episode of CNTV, we'll meet Miss Chickasaw, a very talented young lady.
See you next time.